Hi friends, welcome back to Playworld, bringing some more Heroes of the Storm. Today we're doing a Creep Tumor build with Zagara. It should be a lot of fun, but your mileage may vary. Let's just check it out. Welcome to the Cursed Hollow. Enemy team Thrall, Vala, Jaina, Diablo, Kalthus. Friendly team Sonya, Zeratul, Vala, Illidan, and Zagara. Alright, our abilities really quickly before we get into the build. Our Q ability, Baneling Barrage. We launch 4 Banelings. You can see there has quite a little bit of range. They will spin and then explode whenever they hit something or they reach the limit of that range, doing some splash damage. Our Adobe ability, Hunter Kill, summons a Hydralisk, which will chase somebody for 8 seconds, doing a ton of damage at level 1. Is really, really strong. And he'll chase them as long as he can get to them. Enemy members can actually lose him by going inside their fort or avoiding him through vision, eventually just simply outrunning him. Our E ability is Cold Infested Drop. Basically, we drop a big pot in an area. If the enemy is caught underneath it, they're going to take a little bit of damage. Other than that, it does summon 2 roaches, which will fight for us and get in the lane. Our D ability is what we're going to be focusing on. Creep Tumor. Basically, we put this down and start spawning creep. As long as we're in creep, we get a little bit of health regen, and we're going to try to build that up. Let's go ahead and get on this side. We're going to go ahead and drop that Hunter Killer right there on Thrall. Doing Banelings, doing a lot of damage. Look at all that damage. We are going to be able to pick up first blood really quickly. Go ahead and drop a pot there on Diablo. He's also in a lot of trouble trying to trade with both me and Zeratul. Is not a good idea. Let's go ahead and throw up some Banelings right over there. We do pick up double kill really early on. Alright, let's go ahead and keep dropping more to Creep Tumors. The first time we're going to be picking up Reconstitution increases regeneration while on creep. That is part of the idea. As long as we have creep everywhere, we're going to be doing fine. As you can see, we can also put the Creep Tumors on the bush so we can get a little bit of vision. And it's actually a really, really strong game style. We don't want to leave the Creep Tumors right in the middle of the lane because of the fact that we do have a Vala here. He's going to be doing multi-shit to try to get rid of those Creep Tumors, as you will notice that they're really, really strong. Let's go ahead and drop a Hunter Killer on her. That's the target we want to scare away. You can see she's going to be able to get chased back because they're really, really powerful at this level, those Hunter Killers. So the enemy team is not going to want to sit there and trade. It looks like the enemy team overreacting and brings 3 people down here to the lane. Let's go ahead and engage there on Vala. She does take quite a little bit of damage. Unable to kill her as Diablo does engage on me. Let's go ahead and drop a Hunter Killer on him. Trying to go for the body block. He does put us on the other side. We're going to be able to auto attack him. That's a kill thanks to Zeratul. And now we can put some more Creep Tumors down. I don't see why not. I don't see why not and continue pushing this lane. We're doing really well so far. A whole level ahead of the enemy team. It looks like there's an engagement up there, but I don't really want to go as we do pick up the kill on Thrall. I'm going to continue to lane and spread creep, which is the objective right now. As you can see, we're doing a fairly good job of doing that. Right now, you might be wondering, well, man, that creep is really awesome. It gives you a lot of vision, but it does cost a lot of mana. Well, that's why we're waiting to level 4 right now when we pick up Tumor Clutch, which means now we have a reduced cooldown and they don't cost any mana whatsoever to put down, which means we can actually spam these creep tumors to our heart content and be fine. Let's go ahead and get out of here and re-engage on the other side, as we don't want to be caught there between both those Vala and Diablo. And I'm just going to continue to drop creep tumors left and right all day, every day. That's going to be my mission down here in the bottom lane. So here I got a lot of vision. Let's go ahead and engage on Diablo. He's in a little bit of a bad spot again. Looks like Vala going for the flank. We're going to be able to engage on her, no problem. We're trading really well, getting Illidan and get on her. I don't have any mana to do anything else though, so we're going to be forced back. Let me go ahead and continue dripping some creep tumors as my cooldown is refreshed. And one of the cool things you can do is actually right now when you really saturate on creep tumors, go ahead and drop creep tumors places where you don't have creep, just so that they don't know where to aim if they're trying to AoE them down and kill them out. Because this strategy is really dependent on those creep tumors. If you stop spraying the creep, you're sort of going to be at a disadvantage. Let's go ahead and head to the middle lane right now. Get a drink of that healing well before we go to the top tribute. And as you can see, we have a lot of creep in the bottom lane. We have a lot of vision. We know which way they're going to go. If they go this way or if they go that way, we are able to see everything the enemy team is doing. We do pick up the kill there on Kalthus in the middle lane. It looks like we're in a really solid spot. I'm going to go ahead and drop some creep right here. In between, again, it doesn't cost me anything, and it allows me to see a lot. Let's go ahead and drop a Hunter Killer right there on Jaina. Dropping Banelings as well is going to do a lot of damage if we catch her. We do not, however, we are able to put some creep down. Let's go ahead and auto attack. We do pick up the kill as Zeratul did go really deep. And now let's go ahead and drop some roaches right here. And since we're in the top lane, might as well drop some creep as well. Try to come in here. It looks like Thrall engaging. We're going to throw out some Baneling Barrage. We're going to go ahead and put Hunter Killer down on Vala. Oh, can we get her? It looks like she's running a little bit faster than we thought. And we do manage to drop a Hunter Killer. We're going to be able to drop roaches behind, but we're going to be able to retreat because Kalthus and her are going to be a little bit too much to deal with. And now I suppose I should head to the top lane. I'm already here. Might as well already have some creep. I don't see why not. Let's go ahead and continue dropping creep on those bushes so we get a little bit more vision. Looks like now we're going to be laning against Jaina. She's actually one of the few people who can just straight up counter this strategy because of the fact that she can do so much AoE and just by accident kill the creep tumors without even trying to. So we're going to be careful. We're going to go in lane. As you can see, we do see Thrall. That's one of the really good things about this. Let's go ahead and drop another creep tumor here. Try to be diligent about this. A Hunter Killer going down on Jaina. That's going to force her back a little bit. Not too much. And we're going to drop another creep tumor in the bush just to make sure we see if anyone is trying to come gank us. We do have a tribute spawning right here. I have no mana, but we're going to be able to pick up Endless Creep. They spread, the creep will spread further, and the tumors are going to have more health, which means it can actually survive Jaina's AoE if he only does it one time, and he's not actually trying to kill them digitally. We're going to have a little bit of a buffer there. We're going to be able to shoot her back. Let's go ahead and drop another creep tumor right there. Continue to make a way out here. Maybe even drop a creep tumor here. You can see we have a pretty good highway. Every which way we want to go. Maybe even a creep tumor back here is going to give us a lot of vision. Kael'thas really overexposed. Let's go ahead and drop a hunter killer right on him. Start attacking him. Even some banelings this way. He doesn't look like he move. He does do a lot of damage to the living bomb, but we're able to just nuke him straight up and continue to push this lane. At this point, I'm going to put yet another tumor here. As you can see, that's the entire definition of this gameplay. It's just dropping those tumors, doing a lot of damage, being really diligent about spreading the creep. The creep's also giving us a lot of vision. I don't know if you can see the mini-map from where you are, but I can see the entirety of the top half of the map by just dropping tumors left and right. I'm actually going to wait here till the cooldown's better to drop a creep tumor so we can see the boss, because if the enemy team wants to grab their boss, we're going to be able to have a little bit of knowledge of what they're up to, and we're actually going to drop it right there, and that should be fine. Let's go ahead and engage here on Jaina. She's in a bad spot. If the Barbarian wants to come in here, go ahead and drop Hunter Killer on her. Here comes the pod. We do a lot of damage. She's going to be forced straight back, and we're going to be able to completely zone her out. However, the next tribute spawning on the bottom lane, which means we just got to go. But as you can see there on the minimap, this entire thing is just vision we have. It looks like the Barbarian trying to jump back there on Jane. I'm going to grab a little bit of Healing Well action and head to the bottom lane. It looks like Kael'thas in a really bad spot. We do take him down. We are level 10, which means we're going to be picking up our Nidus Network. That is our heroic ability. I really think that the Maw is a really good option. Looks like Diablo just sort of stood there and took it in the face. It's a little regrettable. Let's go ahead and drop some more damage there. We're going to be able to chase her down. She's going to be in a lot of trouble. Looks like Zeratul forcing back. Let's go ahead and drop some creep tumor right there. Just get a little bit of vision. And maybe even drop another one here on the actual vision tower. Securing it to make sure my teammate has it. And now let's just go ahead and engage back in the bottom lane. As we continue to drop tumors, you can see I still see everything in the top lane, and now we're doing the same effect down here in the bottom. And now we have a curse, which means we're going to be able to completely run through these guys, no problem. Starting to put creep right on their stuff. And now you can see the use of my heroic ability. That's a Nidus Worm. As long as I have vision, I can actually put one there, and actually should put one here. So now I can go from the top to the bottom lane without even trying to. Just go to my Nidus Worm. I can just tunnel underneath and have complete map control, which is exactly what we want. Let's go ahead and continue placing some more creep tumors. Looks like Vala trying to come in here, trying to do something, but it's not going to really be successful. Let's go ahead and drop a Hunter Kill on Diablo, and then Banelings just to force him straight back as we're just completely destroying, putting more creep down, which is, again, 100% free. It looks like Illidan going really deep. I'm going to try to help him, but it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. I guess we're shooting Diablo because he's the weaker target, which is not something you necessarily want. I'm going to continue to drop tumors behind us. Maybe get in the way. I could not. And then we're forced back, but we're fine. We're fine. That is one death as we are continuing to push here in the bottom lane. We're keeping them occupied for the time being. Let's go ahead and continue spraying that creep so we get a little bit more vision. And they are going to kill my first Nidus Worm. That's a little regrettable there in the bottom. You can only have 4 of them at a time. As you can see, they're attacking him now. But they're really, really useful. In fact, I'm going to drop the next one right over here. And I'm actually going to go to the top lane right now because we don't have anybody there, as you can see. Now, with the blink of an eye, Zagara all of a sudden attacking the top lane. The enemy team is in a lot of trouble because they cannot see me. I am going to go ahead and put some more creep down here. We are losing it a little bit. Let's go ahead and drop Hunter Killer right there on Jaina. We don't have that much mana, which is a little regrettable. Let's go ahead and drop some more roaches and continue to put creep tumors right here to keep the vision present on the top lane as we do push the lane. The next time we're going to be picking up is going to be Group Spines, making our Hunter Killer have a longer range and traveling further and doing more damage, which is really, really strong. Go ahead and drop some roaches right there. As you can see, these creep tumors on the top already starting to see, so I'm going to go ahead and put more, just sort of refresh their duration, maybe even the ones out here, trying to keep the vision really, really well engaged. Because I feel like that's a really, really strong move we're going to have. We can have the entire top of the map be under our control by the simple fact that we can see what's happening. That's going to give us a really, 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 really strong advantage. Looks like I'm going to have to refresh this creep tumor here as well. 5 seconds to that. Not a big deal. Let's go ahead and put it right here, and then let's back out to base. That's going to allow us to get a little bit of vision. We do have a a Nidus Worm in the top lane. We have a Nidus Worm in the bottom lane. Now we're going to put one right here in the base. So now I can go whichever way I want to. If I come back to base and respawn, I can just go ahead right here. Looks like there's going to be a team engagement in the bottom lane, so let's just go make our way to the bottom right through here, and now we can go ahead and engage from behind. It looks like the enemy, while getting engaged, they're taking a lot of damage. We're going to go ahead and cut her off. Here comes Hunter Killer. Here comes the Banelings right behind her, doing a lot of damage. She's basically spinning to win and try to stop that. Good Sundering there for Thrall. However, we do pick up the kill on her. Now we're chasing him really deeply. Can we get the roaches do come down? Oh, we almost get the kill there, but not a big deal as we do pick up the kill on him. Let's go ahead and continue dropping more creep tumors on the way back here. It does look like we have a Diablo who's a little bit out of position, and then we do have a creep highway right behind him. He's going to be in a lot of trouble. Let's go ahead and throw Hunter Killer right on in the moment we can, and just auto attack for days. Here come the pods. Let's go ahead and make our way out of there. We're doing a lot of damage. He's going to try to get out of here, but unable to, as we completely overran him. And now let's go back to our creep tumor, sorry, to our Nidus Worm, and head to the top lane, as the tribute is going to be spawning right there. So as you can see, this network really useful, as now we're just going to spawn right here and head to the top, and we're immediately within tribute range, able to engage for that again. Let's go ahead and throw some banelings that way. Engage Kael'thas. Here comes Hunter Killer. He's going to take a lot of damage, and he's going to be forced back. The Hunter Killer might actually kill him if he's not careful. However, Zeratul blinks in for the win, and we pick up the curse. Absolutely no problem there. I'm going to go ahead and reapply some creep right there. Why not? And just engage here in Jin. Oh, that's actually really brutal. That's actually really brutal. I feel like that's going to do a lot of damage. Just go ahead and put Hunter Killer on her, doing as much damage as we can. The banelings actually did not explode. It's a little regrettable. I thought they were going to, because they were all frozen in time, but they did not kill her. Let's go ahead and continue putting creep tumors here. She might want to come here and engage. This is quite a bait, as you can see. She's trying to kill them right now, but it takes quite a little bit of damage now to kill, and we're going to be able to force her back. No problem. Putting even more creep right here. The next time we're going to be picking up Metabolic Boost to increase our movement speed, and look how fast we are now. It's almost like we're mounted. It almost moves the same speed as Rhaegar's Wolf mount, which is really powerful. So as long as we're being diligent about the creep, and as long as we keep reminding ourselves to place this, and remember, it's free. So why not do it every time we get a cooldown? We do have the next tribute up here. Let's continue just to spread the creep. We're super quick. We can engage. We can throw our talents. We can go ahead and throw a Hunter Kill. And our Hunter Kill is going to be faster within the creep as well. And we can just completely harass her. It looks like Zeratul going really deep in for the kill. Not a problem there. Let's go back here, drop some more creep, and continue our complete domination of the map by just simply having vision everywhere. I suggest we go get this guy. I feel like that would be sweet. You guys don't want to kill this guy? It looks like my friendly teammates don't really want to kill the boss. That's fine. Let's go ahead and return to the top lane and push this up. I suppose that is decent. It looks like they want to try to engage there in the middle lane. I should probably try. They're going to kill Diablo. It's not even a big deal. And I guess we're going to push bottom. Actually, no. I'm gonna continue to push top. I feel like that's a really good counter push, and we're going to be fine here. Let's go ahead and drop a creep tumor right in the middle here. We actually dropped the Hunter Killer on the wrong target, which means it's going to be kind of useless for the moment being, but not a big deal. We do have 1, 2, and 3, which means we can actually put another Nidus Worm right here in case we need to retreat. In case something goes wrong, we can just go ahead and pop that immediately, and we're going to be fine. Let's go ahead and help drop the Hunter Killer now on the fort. Doing quite a little bit of damage. More creep going down. Just again, remember, if they can't see, all they can see is creep on the enemy team. So maybe they get one tumor, they think that's it. You keep stacking them, you're going to do quite all right. Let's go ahead and do more banelings, more roaches, more creep. Complete domination here on the top lane as we are pushing really thoroughly. And the more creep I put down here, the more vision we have. So if the enemy team tries to sort of counter push in the top lane, we're going to be able to see that just fine. I'm going to make my way back over here and get on my Nidus Worm. And that's going to allow me to go to the bottom lane and try to stop that Vala from being cute. She's going to grab the vision. We do have vision there thanks to my creep. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that here. And then maybe drop some banelings as well as this right there. We're going to shoot her out, no problem. I'm going to start grabbing the vision. She's going to try to shoot the Hungry Arrow. It looks like she's going to get chased out of there by Zeratul. He could have picked up the kill. Decides to just back away to make sure he can zone for me. I'm assuming there's a Sundering coming here. We're going to go ahead and throw some banelings, and we're going to do a lot of damage. Now, finally trying to grab this. It looks like Jaina is engaging. Can we get the last little tribute we need? We do pick up the curse, and now let's go ahead and engage really deep on her. Here comes the banelings doing a lot of damage. You do an absurd amount of damage. Here comes the Hunter Killer right on Thrall, doing as much damage as we can. We're going to try to chase as much as we can. We do have another creep tumor right here, which means we're going to get a lot of movement speed. And we do pick up the kill one more time. Now we're able to just grab this right here. Not a big deal. We do have vision. Let me go drop more creep here. Maybe drop creep on this side, and then we're going to be able to pick up these giants as well, so we can help push. Let's go ahead and just drop some roaches right there, bathing them out. And meanwhile, our troops are all pushing every which way. Really, really strong and dominant performance here by us. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats really quickly. 21,000 hero damage is actually not bad. We're keeping up with Zeratul and their Thrall. But the main thing is the amount of utility, mobility, and scouting we're providing for the friendly team. As you can see, we can see right now, it almost looks like a StarCraft match. You can see the entirety of the map. We're doing a lot of damage. Let's go ahead and just drop banelings that way. They're going to kill everybody. And we're going to continue to attack here. Dropping Hunter Kill on that keep. We're going to be able to pick up at the very least 2 keep kills. So I continue to put creep here in their base, which means it gets to exactly what they're doing. The next sound we're going to be picking up is going to be Fury the Storm. Our basic is actually going to change. That is really, really strong. We're going to go ahead and engage here on Thrall. Here comes the Banelings. We're doing a lot of damage, and we continue to put creep behind us. It looks like Jaina a little bit out of position. She does get attacked here. Let's go ahead and attack. It looks like Illidan spins the wrong way. However, really good engagement there from the Barbarian. We're going to be able to do some Banelings, but we're unable to actually penetrate the crater. We do pick up the kill there on Kelthus as well. Now I'm going to back out a little bit. But for the moment being, basically just hang out back here. So you can see my health regen is so strong, we can actually drop 100 kilo down on the core and continue to spread the creep out here, which means we have an exit strategy if we need it. Here comes the Banelings right on Thrall. It's going to do quite a little bit of damage. I think we should probably back out at this point. I don't think it's worth continuing to push here. But I am going to sprint my creep highway as I retreat, which is going to give us vision of the entirety of the middle lane. Which means we're going to see exactly what the enemy team is up to. And then we're just going to take a drink from the healing well, and we're still in business. We still have the creep tumors on top, on the middle, and on bottom, as well as the base. So we can actually just go anywhere we want. It looks like the friendly team wanted to head here and get the boss. I think that's a good idea. We're going to go ahead and push with it. Hopefully get a kill. Looking at stats really quickly. Vala 32,000 hero damage. Doing fairly well. Let's go ahead and drop a creep tumor back here. You can see what's happening. There's some roaches to tank. The enemy's Thrall 26,000 hero damage. Siege-wise, we're leading the pack with 68,000, which is really, really strong. Because we have those creep tumors, we can stay in lane for a long time, which means we can actually do quite a little bit of siege damage and push the lane. It actually, you will do a lot more like just burst siege damage if you do another build that focuses on perhaps roaches or banelings, but this allows you to have so much sustainability that is just awesome. And as you can see, we've lost a little bit of vision on the top lane, which means it's now my time to go back there and spread creep tumors everywhere I go so we can get a little bit more vision. Alright, let's go ahead and head this way. We do have Diablo up there. We see where he's going. I'm going to continue to leapfrog my tumors as far as I can up here in the top lane just to get a little bit of vision. They might be wanting to go for the boss. It looks like Zeratul understanding what my idea was initially and heading up here to deal with Diablo. Let's go ahead and drop another creep tumor. Here comes the engagement on him. Hunter Killer going down there on Diablo, doing a lot of damage. He is going to shovel us back. Not a big deal. Here come the Banelings. We're going to do 2 or 3 of them before he takes us out. We're going to move out of there, do a ton of damage, putting more creep tumor right behind us. We're going to be able to pick up the killer on Diablo, and not even an issue. He does respawn with 58 seconds, which means he did not have 100 souls. That's a big win for us. Let's go ahead and continue dropping our tumors here. No need to change the game plan if it's working really efficiently. It looks like Zeratul doesn't want to grab that. I'll go ahead and take it. It looks like the enemy team already in the back. 71% core health. I'm going to pick up the tribute just in case, just so we can have a little bit of vision. But it looks like we should just push with this. I can actually drop a Nidus Worm right there. And look at that speed with myself. So I actually might be able to make it to hit the core. Come on, come on, go, go, go. Can we make it? Can we make it? All right, we're going to go actually right here. Dropping out some stuff behind us. Here comes the Hunter Killer on Thrall. Doing a lot of damage. We're just trying to lure him out. Really good engagement. Zeratul's going to blast him apart. Can we get the kill? It doesn't look like we can. We're actually going to be forced back. However, Vala not finally coming back here. Let's go ahead and throw some Banelings. It's going to do a lot of damage on Thrall. We almost pick up the kill. And now Kelthus gets tricked back. We do pick up the kill there as well. Throwing down some more roaches. I'm going to go ahead and drop a 100 killer there on the core just to do a little bit more damage and trying to clear the lane out. We're basically just forcing them back. Continue to put creep behind me in case we need to retreat. In fact, I'm actually just going to leave a creep Nidus one right here. Engage here on the enemy Vala. We're going to be able to throw that and just get in here. We're just going to get in there and then basically get out through our base. No problem. And then mana up. Then mana up because why not? You can see we have fairly decent vision at the moment. Maybe in the bottom lane we could do a little bit better. But we have the entirety of the top lane covered. We have most of the bottom lane covered. We know if they're going for the boss. If they're not going for the boss, we can actually do really fast maneuvers if the enemy team tries anything fancy. We're going to go for the time being, though, right here and try to put some more vision in between myself and that here Illidan who's already grabbing the tribute. And we're going to have one more tribute till the next curse. However, we're doing a lot of damage, forcing them back. Here comes the Hunter Killer right on Vala. Here comes the roaches as well. They almost land on her, but the Hunter Killer is going to do so much damage that it's actually going to chase her down and kill her. Illidan jumping on her for good measure. Let's continue to spread the creep. And basically just at this point, we're in cruise control. I don't see a way that we're going to lose this game. We're level 20 to level 20. They are now basically even as far as levels go. Like if you're talking about fighting prowess, they actually can do quite a little bit of damage, but we're so far ahead in advantage. Look at them. We have him all the way pushed back. In fact, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to head to the top lane as I go through here, make sure I leave creep tumors on the whole way home, like breadcrumbs in Hansel and Gretel, just to make sure I see where I came from. There's no birds in this story, though. Nobody's going to eat them for the time being. And we're going to have complete vision of everything, and we're going to be able to push this top lane really, really effectively in the meantime. So that means we're going to be able to see exactly where they're going, exactly what we want to see. Let's go ahead and drop another creep tomb over there. I could be helping them fight that boss. I feel like that could be a good thing. Let's go ahead and drop 100 kilo on that guy, as well as some brooches just to help out a little bit. The next creep spawning there on the bottom lane, which means we can actually go get it. It looks like we're going to be fine, actually. I can actually spawn another guy right here. Go right over there. And basically just get right in shape for the tribute just in time, as you can see there. And now I'm going to be the first person to reach it. No problem. I am going to drop a creep tumor right there before I grab it. It looks like the entire friendly team trying to come here, but no need to worry. Zagara is here, and I got magic teleportation powers. And as soon as we're back here with a tribute, I'm going to just mount up, go to my Nidus Worm, and go to the top lane to assist the boss push. Now that they're cursed, we're going to be able to pick up the last keep kill at the very least, if not just straight up win the game. Which is a really good position to be in, and as you can see, it allows me to just counter hit so quickly. The enemy team has no chance to do anything but just sit here and take it. Let's go ahead and drop the 100 kilo. Here come our banelings and the roaches. We are going to do quite a little bit of damage there on Thrall. However, he does push us back. We're taking a little bit of damage from that Phoenix. We don't want to die here. I'm going to continue to put creep behind me, just to sort of see where I'm going, and continue to push here a little bit quietly. I don't want to get too cute. Let's go ahead and drop 100 kilo there on Jaina. That's because she's going to be really strong. As I continue to just put creep behind me, allowing me to escape and giving me a little bit of movement speed as well as health regen, which allows me to poke really effectively. And they're not doing enough AoE to justify this, so I'm going to go ahead and drop that on Kael'thas. Look at him taking so much damage. He does miss that. Hunter killing going down on him. Can we get him? Here come a bunch of banelings, and he does manage to make his way safely. However, look at this creep highway. We're basically completely good here. Let's go ahead and engage on Thrall. Here comes some roaches on the other side, just in case he wanted to get cute. But we do pick up the kill and throw out more banelings for days. Here comes the 100 kilo and Vala. That's going to do a lot of damage. And at this point, we're just basically trying to push in here. The enemy team doing a really good job of fighting back. However, we do lose our friendly barbarian, and we're forced back out of here. Again, as I retreat, I'm just going to do a creep highway all the way back home, and then perhaps grab some vision here in the top of the map, and then maybe grab the mercs if I can. So that would be really good. All right, let's go make our way over here. One more second. Here comes more creep, and now we're going to be able to Zeratul again with the same idea as I had. Let's just make sure we clear these guys out. I don't want him to tank this. I don't know why. It's fine. They should be attacking the roaches, I think, but there we go. And now we're going to continue to drop just more creep tumors everywhere we go. We should grab those guys, by the way. There you are. And we're going to continue to get some more creep. I might even going to put a creep tumor back here, just in case something cute happens. We do have Kael'thas right here. That would be a good kill if you can get him. It looks like Diablo's right here. Let's go ahead and body block him. Let's go ahead and throw all the damage in the world. Here comes our roaches as well. I might die right here, actually. This is not a great spot. We're going to try to make our way to the creep tumor. Can we make our way to the Nidus one? However, that Hungry Arrow does pick up the kill on us and we die. However, look at this. Look at all this vision we have everywhere on the map. Now the bottom lane a little bit neglected as we haven't been there in a while. But the entire top of the map, we can see exactly what we want to see. Looking at the stats really quickly, we're leading in siege damage done, hero damage done, and XP contributed. Every which way we see it, we're really, really strong. Mostly because of the fact that we're just sitting there and us all auto-attacking. That's just us being on creep, being faster, getting health regen, and poking the enemy team all day long. It looks like our friendly team does grab some mercs here. They're going to start pushing the middle lane. They're going to go for the boss pick here. Kind of unbelievable at the 22-second mark. The enemy team has been able to defend so thoroughly on their territory. It looks like Vala engaging here on Kael'thas. This might be a kill. She does get picked. However, that Hungry Arrow doing so much damage, and then she strafes just for the kill to win. However, the enemy Vala doing a ton of damage on her own right. Going to chase her down. Does pick up the kill there as well. Now we're in a lot of trouble in 9 seconds. It does look like we're going to spawn. We do pick up the boss kill here. And now we have no... Yeah, we still have a Nidus Worm in the bottom lane, which is fine. But for the moment being, we're actually not going to take... we are. We are going to take this Nidus Worm right up here and try to get some mercs. And as we do that, remember, again, trying to put as much vision as we can. So we're going to go ahead and drop a tumor right there. And I'm actually not even going to go for these guys yet. I'm going to go ahead and try to get in line, try to put some tumors down ahead of time. 7 seconds. We're going to be able to get a little bit of vision. And that's going to allow us to basically see where the enemy team is coming from, which is really, really strong. Let's go ahead and go back up here. Put another creep tumor. And we're going to be able to grab that curse, no problem. The boss already pushing on their core. The enemy team is sort of engaging down here to try to fight us. Not the greatest time. They do only have 25% health on their core, which means you should go pushing that. But the friendly team not really making a move. I'm going to go and make my way over here. Try to put some more creep tumors down. And try to push the top lane as well. Because maybe that'll help us out a little bit. And now we have complete domination of the top lane. Here come the minions. Let's go ahead, drop some roaches, and try to push this back. 9% of the core. Hunter Killer going down on Jaina. She's going to take a lot of damage from that. However, we're going to be forced back out of here. Let's go ahead and dodge the wolf. Here comes more damage from Thrall. Oh, man, I'm taking so much damage. I actually might die right here. I'm trying to skip it. He does not follow me. I'm able to get away. And let's go ahead and head back to the base, as I do not want to come here. Actually, you know what? We're not heading back to the base. We're just going to go right on the tribute. That's where we want to be. Let's go ahead and drop some more creep tumors. 9% of their core. It looks like we're going to be forced to get yet another curse if we want to deal with this. But that's fine by me. I think we're going to be able to do that just all right. Just fine. Let's go ahead and grab the tribute. And as soon as we have the tribute, we're going to be okay. Maybe make our way. Can we do this? I actually never tried to do this. If I go into the Nidus Worm, right? And then a drop. We do have one back here. Let's go ahead and drop another one. Oh no, I can't. So I actually have to get out first. Let's go ahead, go back to base real quick. Never mind. That is the game. I was trying to experiment to see if I could put the Nidus Worm Wallace inside it. However, 51,000 hero damage. We could have been leading that, but we stopped fighting. 27-1, 115,000 siege. She's really powerful. Check her out. My name is Al. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all next time.